they turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers, only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. It's Barkley on the counter. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Rushman with only 3 linemen.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay.
Sanders' first carry of the game. As Sanders has it poked free. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Giants 14, Eagles nothing. Graham Gano.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Touchdown,
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
So I can be in your league.
Giants 21, Eagles nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Yay.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout.
Try
They'll
running
have
with
2
your QB.
remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And it's third down.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Looking to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and move.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They're going option play on 3rd down. This is out quickly to the right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A 36-yard.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal.
We got 4. 50's the mark. 50's the mark.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Jones will try and run with it. He'll pitch it, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gano now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Giants 31, Eagles nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
Deshaun Jackson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by James Bradbury. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Eagles nothing. Graham Gano.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Left side here to Sanders. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Giants 38, Eagles nothing.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A handoff as they run the counter play. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Gano now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Giants 45, Eagles nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 28-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch that in, tight end right. Hurt. 4 down, 4 down, check, 4 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good run at 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And this offense is running away with this one. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Here we go. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Watch one. 18 Cotton.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. O'Shane Zimenez. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Oh, had to get it up quickly, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Gano for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Giants 59, Eagles nothing. Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Mike 40, check, he's coming. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. He's coming, double up. He's coming, double up. You go tight, Mikey, 18.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they give this time to the tailback. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we'll send you down the
Graham Gano set to kick off.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And this one incomplete.